Love it.
Welcome to Three Ps Podcast. I am your host, Sonny Morley, and this is my co-host,
Lisa Ingalls from the US. And our third P making up our pod is Miami, all the way from Greece, right?
Yeah, I'm in Mykonos.
Oh,
Yeah, no.
so jealous.
I know. Yeah.
Mykonos.
Oh, I love Mykonos.
Yeah,
Have you
I
been
think
to
I've been there
Mykonos?
once before.
Yeah, I've been to Lindsay Lohan's bar there.
Oh, she don't have it anymore.
Okay, well then it was a while ago.
Yeah, did she lose that when she went to jail?
Almost. Yeah, it was probably maybe 4 or 5 years ago we were there.
Yeah, it was a while. Yeah, I remember that actually.
Yeah.
Right.
I've
I
been
need
there,
to put the air conditioning on because right now it's hot. AC on.
What is the temperature?
26.
And you got the aircon on?
Yes, mate. Thank you very much. Yes. Yes. I've got the aircon on. I'll have the aircon at 22, mate. It's not.
You're sweating. I'm in a sweatshirt because it's so cool here.
I've got a fan on me. That's doing me lovely.
I'm nervous. I'm nervous in this interview with Sonny. He's the right beast.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I said that anything can be edited, mate.
Well, you know what's so funny? I just found out how you two know each other was from his brother. And I was like, ooh, this is gonna be juicy.
Anything involved with my brother was juicy. But that was nice. Now I think we met via Sam, but then Sam was never really involved when we were going out and going out to drinks and
right, because me and you, Sonny, when we met, it was 2015. But from then, we were just we were together quite a lot. Do you remember? Because we were going to the party.
Yeah. What was that?
Mate. Do you remember that? Do you remember that one at your house?
Oh God, there's gonna be a lot of inside jokes here. I haven't.
Yeah, well, I'm not gonna lie. There's a lot of inside jokes. And when I say inside, I mean that.
We live by one motto. That was sleepers for the week or sleeping for a week.
Yeah, shit the bed. I remember that.
Anyway, Miami, tell us about yourself and your story, mate.
Right. Well, I think it's in 2019, right, son. I was with someone, and in November 9, 2019, she crashed in Manchester and passed away. I was with her for like 7 months at this time. But the thing that got me was because I've always kind of suffered with mental health. But I never either admitted it or I've always believed that mental health, there was a solution for it all through your mind. I've always believed that your mind's a very powerful tool. I've never really believed in the whole, take this tablet, it'll cure this, take that tablet, it'll do this. Because I always felt that it causes more damage than solution.
Yeah, it just numbs you away from all the actual mental health,
Yeah, but during this period of November until May 15, 2020, so November 2019 to May 15, 2020, I was consistently on a daily basis swallowing Valium, Xanax, and Ambien, right? Adderall. You know what, son? It turned me into a bit of a zombie, and I kind of liked that zombie feeling. Because when I was clean-headed or straight-headed, too many thoughts are running through my head. So I'm self-medicating and trying to make myself a bit of a zombie for a long period of time.
So it was just masking what you were actually feeling. Yeah. I mean, and it was consistently as well. And May 15, 2020, so about 8 months after, I decided that I didn't actually want to be around anymore. I didn't tell anybody. I didn't give a warning. You know, like how some people will put on Facebook, oh, I'm going to do this. You know, usually what that means.
Yeah.
But I didn't tell anyone. And then May 15, 2020, I took 45 Adderall, Valium, and Xanax combined. But the reaction in my body, I was at the I was in Leeds train station, actually, around there. And I was actually put on the floor. I was given CPR back to life. Now, I threw it all up in the train station and I got taken to the hospital. Now, let me just stop this a sec. The woman that actually gave me CPR, she's called Jenny Brown. She's actually my old school friend in my old class at Weatherby in school.
Oh my God.
When she
know it was you?
Mate, when she saw me, apparently when she saw me, she burst into tears. She jumped on me, and when she CPR'd me, she had to also go to the hospital because I threw up inside her mouth as well.
No.
It was like a, yeah. But the thing is, she went to the hospital, and this is just like, she's my friend from school, Sonny. My friend, not even like I know her from school. No, like she's my full-on friend. Like even to this day, she's got 4 beautiful kids and a wicked husband. Do you know what I mean? Like this is actually my friend. She saved me. Now in the morning after, when I'm in the
I've got an ice cream truck outside the house. I can't hear nothing.
Is that why you're smiling? You saw an ice cream truck?
I was outside my park outside my house making loads of noise. I couldn't hear nothing.
What you would do for a Mr. Whippy right now?
Yeah. Oh yeah, but they're not 99p anymore. They're like £4, mate.
No, so yeah, so she basically saved my life, man.
Yeah.
Then I was just laid in there, but at this point, Jenny had rang my parents. Because she knows me. She knows who my brother is. She knows my family. So she rings them, and they came to the hospital. My dad's in Athens, so he couldn't come. My mum came, and my brother came to see me. And then at that point, my dad turned around to me, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I don't know whether it was financially motivated or whether it was the fact that I just really needed this change to really better myself.
I think you did need that.
Given an incentive.
From what I knew of us, we were at the time when we were hanging about, which was probably 2019, before I went away, because all that happened when I went about. And when I come out, someone said, Miami's this and Miami's gone out. I think I saw a post and I was like, oh, where's Miami's on holiday? I said, no, he's gone away, mate. Like, so you had to get away from everything. I thought it's probably the best thing that could have ever happened to you. Because everyone around my area, they just latch on and trap you, and you just get so lost in the moment. And then before you know it, it's a year and a half gone, and you think, I ain't even tried to do nothing with my life. Yeah. And now I see all your posts, and I think, thank God you fucking got away from it. Because as much as, like you say, you're a barrel of laughs in a place, and the same as that, but a lot of the time, you're forcing that fake smile. And then the very next day, when nobody's about and nobody's messaged you because you're not buying them drinks, you're not being the fun guy, nobody's messaged you saying, what are you up to today? Fancy walk up the beach? And that's when your mental health has gone. Because you want to be able to go up the beach with you, mate, and just say, oh, last night was mental. But they're never about for you, so you get left on your own, feeling like crap. And then, like you say, you take things to put you in a zombie because you don't want to feel like that. And you want to slow yourself down in your brain.
My whole mindset had changed. But then at that point, when I got given CPR, bro, I was like, I need to make this change now, because not only would I have damaged myself, well, I would have been dead. It would have ruined my whole family, friends, nieces, and nephews forever.
Yeah, ever.
And that at that point, there was me that was thinking, right, I need some kind of an incentive. I said it to my mom, I said it to my dad. What I don't want to stay in England. I don't want to go back to Leeds. I don't want to go back to Norwich. I don't want to go to Manchester. Like, what do I do? My dad said, look, if you come to Greece, bear in mind, this is now the 16th of May, the morning after.
And this is during the pandemic, right?
Sorry?
This is during the pandemic as well.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. It was May 15, 2020 that I had the overdose. The morning after, my dad, about 8 in the morning, gave me an incentive. He goes, look, he's always known that I've always kind of been outspoken. I've always been the black sheep of the family, but in a different way, not always in a bad way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He said, look, if you really want to be that character, he goes, look, I've gone beyond the point of you being a lawyer or a doctor. I've gone past the point of wanting because my dad's a professor. He expects degrees in our family. He expects a degree. He doesn't think, it's okay to have it. No. He demands a degree. Now, he went beyond that. He goes, look, okay, now, that's finished. If you come to Greece for 1 year, you show change, you show clear change, indication that you actually want to better yourself for you, then we will give you a percentage of your inheritance, a percentage of money you were supposed to receive a while ago. So I'm there thinking in my head, I've never actually received a penny. Now, again, whether it was financially motivated or whether it was for myself, I combined everything together and I said, fuck it, let's do it. So then that's when, that afternoon, about 2:30 in that afternoon, I went for a COVID test because we had to do COVID tests for flying and all that, you know. And I'd only just managed to make my flight in time for the thing. May 20th, 8:30 at night, I'm in Athens.
Wow.
But Sonny, I'm withdrawing. Like, remember how many, for 9 months, I'm taking Valium every day. Physical addiction. I'm in 32 degrees. I landed Athens. It's 22 degrees at nighttime. I'm like, I can't take this. The morning came. The morning came. And I was having some serious withdrawal symptoms. Now, bearing in mind, I'm only 54 kilos. Half of my teeth have fallen out. My
Can
skin...
I jump in? When I got out, the first thing I saw was that picture of you, skinny as anything, with that big beard. And I went, like, that was a year after I'd gone away. And I was like, 1 year I went to Miami. Whatever happened, like, people let you down and nobody took you away and said, right now, you need to get away from that. Like, you know, that's one of those. A lot of people let you down, mate.
Look, at the end of the day, you know what it's like being in a whispering city.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And you know what? I have more respect. I have more respect for people in Norwich or for people in their local communities that have got clean. Because that is harder than being thrown into another country.
Yeah.
There is one girl in Norwich, I'm not going to name her for obvious reasons, but she's now 18 months clear, one of the biggest junkies we've ever known. And she's still in the same area, surrounded by the same people, but she's clean. That, to me, is more respect than I've ever done. But, again, everyone's different, aren't they?
Yeah. I'm 5 years now.
Yeah.
I was able to, that were ready for a choice for a while because I got taken away from it, which done me a favour, to be fair. If anything, what happened to me done me a favour because that pushed all the idiots away and all the numbers that I had and all the easy options to just go when I was bored to say, what are you doing, mate? And I know where that'll end up. But when you're bored, you go, what are you doing? Because you want to be
and then the next thing you know, and the next thing you know, you're in a cycle, you're back in deep.
Yeah, back in deep, so look, waiting for somebody else to call you to do something fun again.
Exactly. So I was just like, look, so I'm in Greece. It's now the, let's say, 15th, 18th, I'm in Greece. By 19th, like me and my dad and my mum were at the sea. Now it's 30-something degrees. And when I tell you, I am having some serious backlashing withdrawals. Like I even asked my mum if she was all right if I could smoke a bit of weed or something. Like it got to that, like I'm
just anything to numb a bit,
It was that conversation I had with my mum that she made me see how strong everything is. Like, she goes, do you not realize what you've been through and how you're going to come out of this? So we tried. She goes, okay, go to the gym, go do something, but try and transform.
Yeah.
But she kept saying, she goes, look, you've got until May 15, 2021 to prove to my dad.
Yeah.
Before anything. So that's 1 year. So I experimented. I tried writing poetry to replace the addiction. Now, what my aim was to do, guys, was to replace my addiction. I didn't know how. I didn't know what I was going to do. I was just going to replace my addiction with a positive reinforcement. You understand? So regardless of what it was. So I tried doing things. Gym, I tried eating certain foods, nothing. And then that's when I was reading something about placebo effect.
Yeah.
So what I had done was I took some watermelon and I made like 50 little balls of watermelon. Serious.
Yeah.
So I started to pop them. I was starting to pop watermelon tablets.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you understand? Do you see what I mean?
You were feeding
it's the action. It's the action. Yeah. It's the action. It's going like this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Just you trick your mind, just like you trick something.
In your mind,
It was the action. So the action of it led me to think. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry, but
there he is. That's the man I know. Where are you going?
Mykonos.
Oh.
My God.
I apologize. I sincerely apologize. Boys will be boys. You can't expect me and Sonny. No, you can't expect me and Sonny not to be together on a video and me not to show him around.
God.
That's it. End of.
Yeah, we were living. We were living.
Right.
Good, yeah.
Tell them you're filming. Maybe they'll think, you know, you're a celebrity.
Yes, they come jump on the video.
You know I'm famous, right? You know I'm famous, right? So wait, basically, so look, Lisa, so what I was doing was I was taking these small watermelon balls as a Valium replacement. It was becoming, I was getting goosebumps when I was doing it. And then what I started to do was my mom was asking, what happens to you when you do take it? I said, I become a bit slow and I become a bit dark and things. So then when we went home and I did it, my mom, after about 20 minutes, would slowly turn off the lights, would close the curtain on the balcony, would just slowly put some things on in the background. Knock me out.
Just distract you.
Out.
Yeah.
Knocked
you
me
totally
out.
tricked yourself. Yeah.
Knocked me out. About 5 hours later, I woke up at like 1 in the morning because that's what I was doing back then. Went straight into the kitchen, grabbed another 10, 12 pieces of watermelon balls, popped it, fell straight asleep.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That was it. The morning after, I was telling my parents that, look, I need to start eating something because I need to start filling my body up.
Yeah.
So we went to a protein shop and I bought some Only Whey and I bought a bag of creatine, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And from then, my food intake was a watermelon. I told myself for 3 months, my only food intake is going to be watermelon. And that's what it was for 3 months. That photo that you've seen, Lisa, that photo is nothing but 3 months, 20 days, 3.5 months of watermelon and creatine.
Yeah.
And
that's good,
I
though,
went from 54 kilos to 62.
Yeah, it's crazy. But your body must have been thriving off just eating that, just like, because your body's been suffering for so long, it's just absorbed everything. And now you're now trained. Creatine holds the water, and watermelon obviously is just full of water, so that's just everything you needed to re-energize.
Now,
and then my mom was giving me antioxidants. Sometimes she would give me like 7. Like, it sounds strange when I say this, but to make it work and to make it drop, she would give me 7 little blueberry balls like a drug deal.
Yeah.
She'd give it to me like a drug deal.
Love it. Wow.
Just
okay, so let me ask you this. The watermelon that you were taking, was it just sliced watermelon, or you kept doing it in the balls every time? Or did you make watermelon pops? What?
No, just I would go to the, for the first week, it was only 2 watermelons. And I say only, that's still 16 kilos of watermelon around. Yeah. But because it went from the first week to then being 1 whole watermelon every day, to then being eating it with a spoon. So then, but the first week was all about maintaining around 30 watermelon balls in tablets a day and then just eating the watermelon. But the 30 balls was in the morning, in the afternoon, and in the middle of the night. Sonny, you look beautiful. Stop playing with your hair. You look beautiful.
Oh, the fan keeps blowing my hair. I was doing my head in there.
You look lovely, boy. You look lovely.
And the watermelon out there grows like massive because of the weather, the heat. Yeah, so that's a lot of watermelon.
8 to 11 kilos. Average.
Yeah.
I have this question. Are you eating the seeds?
I eat the whole thing, baby.
Yeah.
The seeds are rich in antioxidants. They're full of minerals, full of nutrients.
Yeah, and you weighed like 5 of them at one point, didn't you? You think 5? Say they were 10 kilos. You basically weighed 5 watermelons at one point. You said around 50 odd kilos. That's how much you weighed. Yeah, and you were eating 1 a week, 1 a day. Oh yeah, you're eating your weight a week.
No, 1 a day.
Yeah,
1 a day.
So every 5 days.
About 18 months after. Yeah, I've calculated to this day, and I've calculated this quite, you know what is quite to the number? I've eaten in the equivalent up until, let's say, last month. I've eaten the equivalent, since I came to Greece, the equivalent of 3.5 Mini Coopers.
Okay, I'm writing this down. 3.5 Mini Coopers. OMG.
How does that affect your digestion, though? Just watermelon.
Look, I was having look, this is a funny one. I wasn't really having too much. I had a problem with my stomach. I went to the local clinic. Imagine this for a sentence. They said, Miami, we have a problem. I mean, what? Then Miami, you need to stop drinking water. What?
I was going to ask you if you're always at the toilet going pee.
Yeah.
But I was like, what do you mean stop drinking water? They go, Miami, watermelon is 92% water.
Yeah. And
you're not
nothing or drinking. Yeah.
I'm eating my water. I'm eating it. So then I'm drinking my water as well. And I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, so I had to slow down my water intake.
Oh, not your watermelon,
not
your
the
water.
Yeah. Watermelon in my veins, baby.
So you're obviously just getting cramping because you're always in and out of the toilet then.
I was having I was getting certain headaches. I was getting certain stiff muscles. I was getting quite a lot of stiff muscles. Because at the end of the day, watermelon is not a full supplemented dish.
Yeah, I was about to say, where are you getting your iron from and your zinc and all that sort of stuff?
Magnesium, proteins.
Yeah.
Like even natural proteins, natural carbohydrates.
Yeah.
So that was my thing. 3 months after this photo came out, I remember that day, my life changed the following morning. The following morning, I had a message from Reebok Classic, had a message from Fila, had a sponsor with Sensodyne who actually paid for my teeth.
Yeah, crazy.
Do you know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Reebok Classics did a trainer that said Reebok Classics loved the watermelon guy. Fila did a t-shirt with just the colors of watermelon because my mom collaborated with a group on Facebook. You know that group? It's Gone Viral.
No.
There's a thing on Facebook called It's Gone Viral.
I'm not on Facebook anymore.
I'm not either.
All right.
Yeah, that's the best group ever. That's the best group ever.
All right.
Edit.
Right, okay. Let's edit this. Wait, you know that group on Facebook called It's Gone Viral?
Yeah,
that's the best one ever.
All right, basically, my mom collaborated with this group. It's Gone Viral, and she sent them the phone. She sent them the photo, and she explained how it happened. And because they get millions of stories, but apparently watermelon therapy is the first of its kind. The watermelon transitioning from drugs to watermelon is the first of its kind.
Yeah, that's catchy as well, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? And that's real. That's not like it's made up, it's real. That's like a real story,
It's an actual thing that happened. So then when all these offers came, I got my teeth done, I got a personal trainer, I had like sponsorships, Instagram started paying me as an influencer to go to these islands and host and all these events. That's when my life started changing. But that's when I started to feel that after a while, can you guys still see me?
Yeah. Okay.
After I'd gone through the watermelon therapy, I decided that I thought it was enough time to give people advice, to try and help people, like guide them through. To give some kind of support network. I even created schedulings on my phone so that when I have one person, I can't name her, but when she was feeling certain cravings and desires, I would call her and we would go through things and she would have cherries. Because she wants to be the cherry girl. And she wanted to try and, it was cute. I mean, unfortunately, it didn't last so long and she's relapsed. So I started to just slowly share my story. I started to send my story out. And it was genuinely trying to help because there's so many people like in Norwich, for example, or in Leeds, that I know personally.
Nobody asks. If you know that person, you see them say, all right, mate, they say, yeah. And you know straight away from being Norwich, the Whispering City, if somebody is all right. Because you think to yourself, all your happy, bubbly posts, but then when I see you in person, you just say, yeah, I'm fine. Because they just don't want to talk about it. And you think, mate, just talk about it. That relief's I've got goosebumps because they're so easy just to talk. And I went through the same stage for years. And by me going away, it's the only time I admitted I was suffered a lot because when I come out, I couldn't be myself. I still got all the joy in my heart I used to have and run around and with no cares in the world because I now opened up a bit. And because I feel a bit more, I don't feel less of a man. I just feel like because I've opened up, I'm not just never going to be that same person with carefree, thingy, but I try to be positive. But again, I'd rather be like this than be trapped in my head. So if someone say what's up, and I just tell them the truth, because I think there's no point in holding it in, making them feel good about it, and then not answering any questions, and then going home and thinking, why did I just tell them I'm feeling shit? They might give me some good advice, like you've been through some shit or been through some stuff, and that's like sometimes some people go through stuff because later on in life they have to use that strength to help that person who asks for help.
Of course.
And that's
you're right. And I feel like, you know, they say, like, I've gone so many years, Sonny, not knowing, like, who am I? Like, what am I? Like, really, who am I? And I know thousands of people go through this every day. Who am I? What am I good at? Like, am I even destined for greatness? Is that?
What's your purpose?
What is my purpose? Like, now I found it. It's strange. It's strange because I'm trying to develop a program. I want to develop a therapy. But I'm having little problems right now in terms of like the whole project idea of it, because I'm doing other things at the minute. I've just opened up a bar. I've got like, you know, I've got things that I'm trying to do at the minute to build my future. So that I feel like I found a purpose. I just don't know how to drive this purpose.
You're still on stepping stones to go in the right direction. And obviously at some point you might fail, but again, your strength now, you can carry on. You say, that's not a knockback, that's just a learning curve. You go the next way and try another solution. So you've got your head on, you've got your head screwed on.
I want to genuinely see the change that I want to help you. Like, I see it, Sonny. Like, you know me quite well. You know I'm quite a deep person. You know I'm quite a deep person in general. Like, I'm always quite spiritual and things like that. I do believe everything happens for a reason. I do believe that she was meant. I do believe that her time was then, because the thing that keeps me going, Sonny, and I want people to understand this: everybody is born to die at a certain time in life. It doesn't matter what they are doing, where they are, what they are. You've heard people get run over by a train and still survive, but yet you hear fit, healthy people drop dead. It happens. I believe that was her time, and I believe that if people start believing in this, that it makes life and it makes grief, it makes trauma a little bearable.
So I just want to share with you real quick. And this is like so crazy how, like, I'm in a small town in the US, in Utah. Sonny's, you know, across the pond. And I lost my sister, and she was an addict. And she was addicted to painkillers, alcohol, everything. And
wow,
it devastated me. And then probably 5 months after that, lost my favorite uncle. Just really tough to COVID. Then about 6 months after that, I lost my very, very, very best friend. She was killed in a horrific car accident. And I completely shut down for 2 years. And I'm like, I can't talk to anybody. I can't see anybody. How am I going to go through life, you know, without these people that I truly, truly love? My sister and my other sister, I basically called her. And I was like, so now here's my niece, my nephew, and my best friend's daughter that don't have a mom. And everybody kept saying, oh, well, you didn't have kids because now you're their mom. And I'm like, well, that's not how I wanted to become a mom, you know? But I was like, what is my purpose? What is my purpose? And I was doing real estate school at the time during COVID. And I was like, I'm not going to sell real estate. Let's be realistic. Okay. I don't want to do it. So I wrote to a clothing company in the UK, told them my story. I became their brand ambassador.
Nice.
Met this crazy guy on Instagram and wrote to him.
Which one? This one or the other one?
The other one in the top. And
the one on the top.
Yeah. I wrote to him and said, hey, I'm this brand ambassador. Would you, if I send you some swag, would you promote it? And he said, absolutely. Sonny and I became such good friends. And it was like, people are like, hey, you're good friends with this guy in the UK and he's
Yeah, that was strange.
Yeah.
But I was in a bad place at the time, and Lisa every day was messaging me, and I'm like, maybe I'll just focus on this, and we'll chat. And every day she'd give me advice, and that just went from there to what we're on now, a podcast.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and I started.
Yeah,
and I started with my brother-in-law, my niece and nephew. We have a full-blown 501c3 charity, Lori Ann Foundation, in honor of my sister. I go to different schools around the area and in Colorado and spoke my sister's story, my niece and nephew story, and then got this wild hair to do this podcast. And here Sonny and I are doing it. And so I get when you say you have to.
I believe you have such a brilliant concept, what you're doing right now. And I would be more than happy to find, promote, share, do anything I can to help spread more awareness than possible, because I do believe that, like, especially with men are too afraid to open up nowadays about mental health because of social media and the way memes have bigotized men. All of us, they've made us think that if a man shows some kind of sensitivity, that we're not men, or that if a man shows some kind of sadness, that we're not men. And that's unfortunate, because the younger generation are taking that and actually changing their whole thoughts on it. So I believe people like me, people like Sonny, even some of the other boys that we know, like, we're real men that go through real problems. Yeah, we get emotional, but we want to be kind of ambassadors for the younger generation that think if they cry, they're women. If they get sad, they're women. Or if they think, like, I've seen guys question their own sexuality, questioning because they thought another guy was attractive. I'm like, yeah, it's normal. I'm like, and doesn't mean you want to sleep with him.
No, you're just acknowledging there's a good looking geezer.
Yeah. Like, I don't like if I went out, Sonny, if I went out with you, yeah, we're pulling birds, mate. Like, me and you are pulling birds, mate. But it's just one of those things. If I went out with a couple of my other pals, I'd be like, all right, I'd have to tell them you're like one of those rich sugar dads or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Like,
one of them girls will have to do her mate a favour.
Yeah. Or like the secret owner of Apple. Like, he owns Apple and no one knows about it.
As you were saying that, the only thing I was thinking, there's so many relationships that go to shit because the man's so stubborn and won't open up, and the missus, his partner would be saying, what's wrong? And says nothing, rather than just saying, this is what's troubling me. And then they can get like that, and all they do is end up getting further away because they can't open up to each other, because he won't. Because, like you say, this day and age, people walk around with knives and stuff, and it's all about gangster. And I saw, like, think, mate, I just don't want my little boy to be in that world. I want him to be able to come to me, tell me when there's a problem, and if he feels sad, tell me, tell his girlfriend when he's sad, and not worry about what anyone else think. Just be real to yourself.
Yeah.
That's it. Look, I love the fact that I'm quite open in my emotions. I like the fact that I'm quite, because when someone tries to turn around to me and say, oh, mate, gay, I'm like, gay? Bro, have you seen my girlfriend? I'll say like little snotty things. I'm like, bro, do you know what kind of places I'm chilling in?
You say, you wish I was gay, mate.
I haven't been thinking of, to be fair, though.
You know what I mean? It's like, who cares?
No,
even if you are.
You say who cares. You say who cares, Lisa? Everyone.
This is what social media does.
If
you didn't have social media, you would talk to whoever you wanted to talk to in person about how you feel. But because of social media, you can't ever write anything, because you just get slanted. Even if some of your friends are just doing it banter-wise and then inbox you, that banter-wise get built up. And sometimes you kind of feel like there's a truth in that banter. Like, oh, why are you being such a fan? Why are you doing this? And you think, mate, I'll just put it on there because I'm struggling now, and all I get is shit for it. You might get a couple of friends, or even I found a lot of the advice and people who actually generally care are from friends of friends. They're not your actual mates. There's somebody you've been introduced to down the line and send you a message saying, hello, mate, I can see, do you want to chat about anything? And sometimes they're the best ones, because you can open up to someone like that. Because that
Sonny, how many times have me and you just randomly out? We might not speak for 4 months. I might just pop up like, bro, I saw your status. Talk to me. What's up? And then you tell me.
I would do to you too. You would write.
Me and Sonny have done that for years.
Yeah, you would write a sentence, Sonny, and I knew you were not in a good place, and I would message you. Hey, do you want to talk? What's going on? You know, But, and that's the thing, like when I heard about you, Miami, I was like, what if my sister had known about a guy like Miami? Could that have saved her? Could I
Yeah,
have?
That's really sad to hear.
just
I'm
to see
really
that
like,
video.
I don't know how to react
Even
to
if
that.
she saw one video of you being your positive, saying this is what, and she tried it again, like you say, Lisa, it just takes that one little video that somebody may pop up on their screen to just open their eyes a little bit more from that.
Look, that's the thing. I've had people message me. And directly tell me that, like, mate, your videos help me. I was like, it's actually really sad because when I think about it, like even when Will died.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I heard.
It's like
that's dark because I've seen him so many times and he's just been like straight faced, and I think I've seen him a few other times and I've been like, oh, he's been in a bad place, but not to that extent. Like what was it, the last 3 years or 2 years, there's been about 5 people from Norwich that I've actually sat in a pub at the table all together that have all taken all their lives. They've all got kids and have just given up, and well, they've just done what they thought was right at the time, but their mindset may have been helped if they opened up.
That's the thing. I just wish, like, I've had messages. I've people that I've never met before that said thank you for the story. It's helped me. It's inspired me. My son's got problems. I'm like, look, the one thing that I say to everyone, because I have to do this myself, for instance, Sonny, you message me and say my cousin is heavily on drugs. Can you help him? I'm going to respectfully and with all due respect say no, unless your cousin rings me
personally, because that's been
tells me himself.
Yeah, that he wants help.
Yeah,
that's
another
thing. So a lot of people have to be at the right headspace at the right time, because you could then message him, and if he had waited a week to think about it, he might have then messaged you to explain it properly. But because he feels like he's been shunted off that hill.
Why I'm so open. I think that's why I'm so open.
This is the other thing, is when my sister passed, she passed away on a Sunday, and she was going back into rehab on Wednesday. And this was the first time she was really excited to go get clean, because it's like, I want my family back.
Yeah, and herself, she wants to find herself again.
And it just, and I think about like the years that it was like, I used to get so mad, and I'm like, why did I get mad? She couldn't help it, you know? And
no, but Lisa, Lisa, please, I have to, please don't take what I'm about to say the wrong way. Please do not take what I'm about to say the wrong way.
Yeah, no.
Doesn't matter if she was taking drugs, doesn't matter if she was taking a walk in the park, it doesn't matter if she was at the seaside. That time, wait, that time on that day, on that Sunday, was it, Lisa?
Yeah,
I'm sorry. No,
I know.
If you have to somehow cement that concept into your idea, because not only does it help me with my days, it actually makes me not smile, it makes me appreciate what she had when she was here and what people have when they are here. It doesn't matter unfortunately, it's given that experience to your family on purpose from him.
Yeah, and this is where you are today doing this.
Yeah.
That.
And even if you reach one person, I mean, it's such, to me, I feel honored that I was her sister, and that she's given me this voice to go out and tell her story, to help people, to, whatever it is. This is what my sister's done for me.
She might be your bravery now, and all the times you go, oh, I can't do that, she's behind you, kicking you up the arse and going, and then next thing you know, you're there. Do you know what I mean? And you think, now you're being a lot braver than you were before, and that's for a very good reason.
So you then got through this so you got through the 3 months, everything, and then so today you just are still eating watermelon.
Yeah. No. Check this out. The first season, remember, it's May 2020. I've started the watermelon therapy, okay? It's watermelon season.
Yeah. What? That's when you started it as well.
Wait for this, because this is actually quite strange. November, I think it was my dad's birthday, 4th. Watermelon had stopped. There was no more watermelon. So I've gone all these, because what this 3-month thing was just the photo. Watermelon therapies to this day. But that November, I started to feel how I felt on May 15th, 2020, 6 months before. Why? Because there's no watermelon. Where's my drug?
Yeah, yeah.
Where is it? Like, I'm actually starting to really stop.
Yeah.
Freaking out.
Have you ever heard of a withdrawal of watermelon?
Yeah, but that's like, I suppose in Greece you don't get it all year round, like as you can like in the UK. You should go to a supermarket and that get exported here. But it's just strange.
Can't do that here, mate. They're all from the local villages and stuff like that. Yeah. So November to February, believe it or not, for the first 10 days in November, it was a struggle for me. I was sweating. I was having withdrawals. Yeah. I was having. I was trying to then take pumpkin seeds. I was trying to do anything to take it. You know, just to have that feeling. Yeah. But then, after about a week, it just slowly, it's out my system. I started to go to the gym. I started to just, travel the island. And then my mom told me that in December, they will give me a percentage of my inheritance. And I think that just cleared so much for me. So
all that hard work is for, not just for your own mental state, but to show that that's been, appreciated by your family. They got the son back.
Look, worked really hard. My mom and dad have bent over backwards. And I think, if I'm now being honest, I've shown no appreciation to them, because I'm in my head. I had it planted into my head. I'm their son. They have to do this. They have to make sure I'm okay. They have to pay all this money for me. They have to do it. Why? Because I'm their son. No. Only now have I realized they didn't have to do shit. They did all they had to do. I'm 30 at that point. I'm 32, 31-year-old man. I can do it on my own. But no, the perseverance, the consistency, the unconditional love they have for me. Now I base my life around helping others with their mental state and retiring my parents. That's my biggest flex right now.
Yeah. Well, they must be so extremely proud of what you have personally accomplished.
But I feel like there's more.
Well, that's not the end.
There's all, I mean, I feel like you're just started.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you made all them steps and opened all them doors. And like you say, again, you could probably go to the next stage and maybe contact all them companies that contacted you and just say another year on and see, this is how my social media's going and everything. You might even just get a link on an advert, mate.
I want to see his face on the side of a watermelon.
Yeah.
Have you actually seen a big, full 8 to 10 kilo water? Have you actually seen a full grown watermelon?
Yeah, I just got to meet it, and I see.
We live in the U.S. We grow everything large here.
Yeah, I know, right? So everything is just everything's OTT. But if you imagine, Lisa, a full watermelon every day.
No, I can't.
And I'm eating half of it with a spoon in 30 minutes, 25 minutes, walking around my...
The watermelon fan. Like,
excuse me?
Yeah.
I like the artificial flavor of watermelon, but I'm not one to go buy a watermelon.
Excuse me, if you don't mind, I'm having a conversation with the man upstairs.
I've got half of one in the fridge.
Father, if you could hear me, please save this soul.
You said it didn't
save this soul.
Have to be one.
Can you please just give this beautiful lady a sign, like a W or a melon, or can her cat just bring home a carcass of a melon or something, please?
I'm gonna go get one today. I've got half
of one in the fridge ready to be eaten. I want to show him, but I don't want him to start sweating.
We're gonna cut that out. Lisa, do you like watermelon?
Love it. Love it. Oh my gosh. I wake up and I gravitate. watermelon margaritas, watermelon candy, watermelon straight from the rind. Yeah.
Oh my God, yeah. Lisa, stop lying, baby. Stop lying.
Well,
I like watermelon with a bottle of vodka in the top of it.
Well, I guess I've never, because I don't eat the seeds. We were raised never to eat the seeds. So to me, it's like, it's a lot.
You can eat the green bit. The green bit's edible too.
Yeah.
You eat that?
No, I don't eat it because it's sour, but it's edible.
I've never eaten the seeds. And like, if I ate a seed as a kid, I'm like, is there a vine gonna grow in my belly? But so that to me was like, it was always like such a hassle. Got to pick the seeds out, you know.
Yeah, just eat them. Yeah, I gave my daughter, who's only one the other day, the first time she's ever had it. She had a little nibble on mine, and she snatched that out of my hand. She's got one bit in one hand, she got another bit out of the bowl. She had a bit in both hands. So I thought, I'll take it. She likes it then. And every time I picked the bit, she was looking at me like to eat it as quick as she could to get the bit out of my hand. I was like,
well, okay, let's give a little bit of watermelon education, because how do you know when it's a good watermelon?
Right. I know when it's a good watermelon.
Tell me.
So, you see when you see the white lines across the watermelon?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If they are far apart, they are ready to die and they get quite rocky.
Yeah, I don't like that texture.
No,
when you see a white patch, like a white patch on the watermelon, that is the creme de la, that's the Gucci of watermelon. When you see a yellow patch, when you see a yellow patch on the watermelon, it's just full of water, but it's bland. It's no taste.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
When it's long, when it's elongated, it's sugary, it's sweet.
Mm.
When it's small and stumpy, like one of my exes, it's like it's not sour. It's not as bent, it's not as grown, it's not as ripe, it's quite tough, it's not nice.
So you like love the oval, you love the oval with the white patch.
Yeah.
I suggest everyone to buy an elongated, I love watermelon, man. Yeah. An elongated watermelon with a white patch. If you could get a watermelon with 2 white patches, send it to me. I'll buy it off you.
Wait, 2 white patches on the side or at the ends?
It makes no difference, Babu. Makes no difference. Just get the white patch and enjoy your watermelon.
I'll send that in November, mate.
Yeah, well, I am going to buy a watermelon with a new appreciation of a watermelon.
Yeah, do it. Don't de-seed it. Just get it.
So and when people see watermelon, I want them to see potential change. When people see a watermelon, I want them to see, addiction. I want them to see some kind of a therapy. All right, the watermelon concept of the watermelon, now for me, it's a symbol of change. Before it was a therapy, now it's a symbol of change, a representation of you. Maybe I develop a program that when people are 3 months clean, they develop some kind of a watermelon badge, a symbol like you're a watermelon. Or
that could say water addiction.
Well, I feel like
water addiction.
When you see, so for you, like seeing a watermelon, to me, it gave you your life back.
Yeah.
Literally.
And so to me, when now I think of a watermelon, probably this will happen going forward. I'm going to think of you and I'm going to think this gave him his life back.
Yeah.
You're going to see what I want.
You see that smile and you never forget it.
And that's the thing. It's like, it's amazing to me. It's absolutely amazing. And so now I am always going to equate a watermelon to Miami.
Yeah.
Can I say something, Lisa, that just popped to my head now? You see what you're doing now is not you. Now, let me explain what I mean. You found a purpose now.
but only you found this recent purpose. And I believe now that it's signals. I believe it's energy passed from your sister to help develop some kind of a therapy and a program. You're going to constantly be going through certain things in your mind, but I believe this purpose is built for you to develop a change to save people. Because I felt it in the way you spoke about your sister. I felt it. And I mean, I really felt it to the point that I believe that your purpose in life is this. Help people with recovery, not just with recovery, but help people see the potential in their future, find the better version of themselves. Because it's not just the therapy. Getting off drugs, in some respects, is quite easy. It's being consistently off drugs.
Yeah.
It's being able to be around the environment that you're in.
Yeah.
That's why
Yeah.
I respect this one particular girl in Norwich. She still goes out on a weekend, but all her mates are getting on it, and she's just sat there watching them, video calling me. I'm like, well done. I couldn't do that. I can't do that.
I used to go out with some of the lads and they still do it, but I get to the point where because they're like this, that does my nutting, and I just say, right, I'm off because you're doing my nut. And I think, did I used to be like that? Because I'm quite chatty, but get to the point when I used to take things, I'd go the other way. Zone me out and shut me up, and I'd take a day of me getting through that to get back to chatty again. I'd say I prefer just being drunk rather than doing that and getting lost, rather than, because I just end up sitting in the corner in a little pickle thinking I just can't be myself because I can't even have a conversation.
Do you know what the worst thing is, Sonny? Because you're like me, you got ADHD. So you can't, if when you're on, you can't really speak, you're silent, you're in the corner of the room, you're like...
Yeah. I just walk about. I'm the only one who walk about. I go get changed all the time, put fancy dress stuff on, and I'm like, I just need to do something. I can't tell anyone how I'm feeling.
I love that night at your house. That night at your house, Sonny. I will never forget that.
So you said you went and bought a bar. So now you're at the stage in your life to where you can be around it.
I've never had that issue. That's never an issue for me.
Alcohol. Or
that's
being around everything. Okay.
That's never really been much of an issue. Like, being around alcohol doesn't faze me. If I want it,
Miami just likes to see everyone around him having a great time. And if anybody's having a rubbish time, he'll be there trying to pick them up and do that. So him having a little bar is the best thing ever, because he can sit there and watch everybody enjoy himself, knowing he created that.
Yeah. That's what it is, because I can host them. I can host these people.
It's like, come into my home. Yeah. You're like an Italian grandmother. Come into my home.
Come. Yeah. Look, I'm told I'm like a Greek uncle.
Yeah.
Like, welcome. Would you like something? How are you today? Like, what's going on? I remember when they speak to me and then they go and they come back. That's it's like a unique selling point. I've got the ability to make people come back and have a good time.
You need to invent a watermelon cocktail called the Miami.
Mate, I've got watermelon, feta cheese, balsamic vinegar. It's probably one of the best things you've ever tasted, with mint leaves. Wow.
There you go. Call it the Miami. And that's it.
Oh, don't get me excited, baby.
Well,
I'll have a double.
And that's the thing too, is I love having people. I love hosting. I love people to have fun at our house.
Yeah.
Sonny knows our house has this revolving.
Yeah. She doesn't relax ever. She's a party.
You have a revolving door.
It is.
You want to see?
You have a revolving door in your house.
Pretty much.
Yeah. You haven't seen our house. That's ridiculous.
Lisa, load me $1 million, please. Let me just load me $1 million.
When you said Lindsay Lohan's bar closed in Mykonos, I'm thinking to myself, we got so crazy at that bar. She probably closed it forever after we left.
So we're going to have to end up going to Mykonos and doing a live one with all three of us together.
Perfect.
I would do that. Yeah.
Right, Sonny!
He's gone.
He's way gone.
Right, so should we call it there anyway?
Well, let me ask you this. So as of today, what are your future, if you can share with us, your future endeavors?
Hold on.
Besides getting out of your car and going to get those girls.
Sorry.
No, just do it.
I'm sorry.
Camera.
There.
Right. What's my future? In all seriousness, look, my future in regards to, in regards to my business or in regards to my health?
Well, both.
Everything. All of it.
I have every intention to create a recognized program of a rehab, some kind of a program, a therapy. But it involves interaction. It's not going to be so much just do this and call me when it's done. It's going to be on the spot, motivating, interacting with people. And I want the people to work for me or with me to be people that have gone through similar problems.
Yeah.
In different walks of life, whether it's trauma from abuse as a child, whether it's drug addiction, whether it's addiction because a loved one has died. Regardless, I want to develop some kind of
like a training system that you train them, and then they can be certified, so then they can then train in their own states and areas and saying we've done this course and that's helped us progress. We've now started this where we live because we've done this course.
I want to also develop some kind of a mind control. Mind control.
Yeah, because if you had mind control, then women would be in your car, mate.
Come to my villa.
Well, I honestly, just because of things that have happened, like how I got involved with Sonny and all this stuff, I have a feeling that this isn't the end of you and I and Sonny together.
No. Not after what you told me. Not after what you explained to me about your family. No.
No,
you're kind of stuck with me now, Lisa.
And as Sonny knows, I am a connector. I love to connect. And what you're telling me about what you wanted to develop, my brain is already like, it's moving.
And imagine if I could just have, look, this nearly happened in Greece, but because I was going through gym and I wanted to hit a certain weight before I went on the show, there's this man called Gregoris Inaldo in Greece. It's like the equivalent to the Letterman show or Jonathan Ross show, something like that. Graham Norton, something like that in Greece. They wanted to talk to me, but I wasn't ready mentally and physically. I wasn't ready. If I could have just one person of influence just to sit with me on one day and just have a conversation with me, not only will they see my story, I believe nowadays it's about investing in yourself.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I believe if someone saw me, saw my character, maybe saw my look, the way I dress, the way I act, the way I believe and the way my mind is on certain things, I strongly believe that this person of influence can open a door for me to not only share my experience and help people, but to also, be a face, if I'm being honest. Like, be a face. Like, I am the watermelon guy for a reason. I'm the watermelon guy from change. I'm the watermelon guy because I changed an addiction with a fruit.
Yeah,
and that's unheard of. I love it.
And that's what I want to enhance.
I always end our podcast with some sort of quote. And I got this and I read it to Sonny and he said it was perfect. So, when one has tasted watermelon, he knows what the angels eat.
Oh,
that guy.
Oh, who says that?
It's just a quote I saw that let's see, does it say who even said it?
Oh man, that's giving me goosebumps on my left
arm. I said he'll love that. That's great.
Yeah, Mark Twain said it. Yeah. Oh, well.
So you can't wait to say
Miami, I want you to stay on, but I'm going to stop recording. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart so much for coming on here.
I want to thank you for the opportunity.
Yeah, thank you as well. I knew you'd be amazing on the show. I've been trying to get you on it for ages.
Yeah, but Sonny, can you actually just stick to your word and actually fly out, please?
Yeah, well, I've literally got a family now, and I can't just disappear like I used to.
All right, well, sorry, Mr. Beautiful Wife with two beautiful children.
Yeah. Okay.